So, um, recently I've been learning and listening to a lot of music, but mostly just one band. I've kind of gone through a change of character in a lot of ways, and I've kind of just lost all the music I used to like. In some sense, it's just kind of corroded away. Um, and recently, all I've been listening to is the Mountain Goats. Um, and maybe I guess I just wanted to make a video to explain why that is. Why they're just so amazing to me. Um, so I'm probably just gonna like play a few songs, um, see where that goes. I guess talk about my feelings on them. This first one is called "Then the Letting Go." Down in the South Bronx, down home. Saw you walking down the street again, saw you looking sweet again. Saw you coming through, turn my head away from you. Why do you come here? Why do you come around? Why'd you go home? Why'd you head on home to Rockaway? Um, so I guess what I love the most about this song, um, it's so short, it's so simple, which is basically all his music, kind of. But um, it feels like a lot of his titles are really bad, honestly. Um, let me posit a few examples here. Um, some examples are Quetzalcoatl eats plums. Uh, Alpha and Taurus. Azotle Nelly in Tletzapak. Um, Alpha Sun Hat. It's just like a lot of his songs just have meaningless titles that are just super weird. That come out of nowhere essentially, which is there's a charm to how bad they are. But like I guess for a second, for a moment, for this one song, then the letting go. Um, I feel like the title really brings out in the song in a way that you don't usually see. Then the letting go is just like such a poetic title to me. But something I'm always obsessed with in art and everything is kind of just like goodbyes, like farewells, end of times, I guess death, grief, everything. And I feel like this song is like it's like such a kind of quotidian goodbye, like some friend you knew kind of barely, but you're almost sad to see them go. And it happens so much in life because everyone's always moving around. Um, and I feel like the song is just almost dedicated to that feeling specifically, but it places it in time. Something that happens a lot throughout their music is he references very specific places, um, especially just cities. Actually, in this song, it's like down in the South Bronx, and then at the end, South Bronx is in New York, of course. At the end, he says, "Why'd you go home? Why'd you head on home to Rockaway?" And Rockaway is a place in New Jersey. So it's like it's kind of like there's almost no way that this is actually like he lived in New York, he knew someone, and they moved to Rockaway. But it's like he kind of places everything in reality in a way that like feels very, I guess, like a captured moment of time. That's what he always does. It's like a captured moment of time. That's what his music feels like a lot of the time. Um, and I don't know, just beautiful stuff. I really love it. But then I gotta tune up for a second because that song makes you turn your guitar down. It's really weird. So hold on. Da-na, da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. Then the next song I wanted to show off was Sinaloon Milk Snake song. This one's a bit faster. The sun melts everything down and the hills are reduced to nothing. The whole house shakes and you can see that the coach is coming. You lean down and you pick up the small soft eggs in the house outside my door. I hold them in my hands. They're warm and the air is warming up now. I've got a message for you. If I could only remember. I've got a message for you. Just gonna have to come and get it. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ever since I came here, all I can think about is water. Last night they brought the fat lamb in from the fold, but I couldn't bring myself to do anything about it. I remember California, I remember Malibu, I remember the states and the names of the cities, but I don't remember you. I've got a message for you. If I could only remember. I've got a message for you. But you're gonna have to come and get it. La 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 la. La 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 la. I don't know what that was, but so yeah, the song actually in the song itself, there's like singing along to it. He has like two girls with him, kind of just like background. And it's really, it's a really energetic, just upright song. Again, you'll see more lyrics that just don't make any sense. Like, you lean down and you pick up the small soft eggs in the dust outside my door. It's like, I just don't even know where you're going with that line, what it means. Why would you ever write that down and then sing it out loud? It's just like, he has too much of that. It's like basically everything he writes. The song is almost catchy. Something else about his song is that he also has like no chords. The song has 4 chords, but kind of barely. He just like, most of it's just like 3 chords, like. That's just it. And that's something I actually grew to really enjoy, because as a person, I'm really like, I'm always schizophrenic with my chord use. Like, this is a song I came up with. Like, I go, it's. And that's just like, it's like a lot of, it's kind of noise to the ears. It's just like way too much. And like, I guess I was like, I was kind of into that at the time, but I realize now it's the pacing is just too insane. Like, it's kind of like, it's just too much going on all at once. And while he like while it's simpler, I feel like the simplicity is just better in a lot of ways. I'm honestly having a problem recently because I want to write music, but all I write is the Mountain Goats, and I'm not the Mountain Goats, so it's like it's kind of like fake. I want to write something I am, but like I'm just like, ooh, the Mountain Goats is so good. I just want to write some of that. All right. Um. So this next one is called New Star Song. It is I really like it, but at the same time, it's like nothing really stands out too much about it to me when I'm thinking about it. But I'll just play it. I'll just play it. I'll just play it. I hung pictures of you from every lamppost in town. As humidity climbed into numbers I don't care to repeat. Air was heavy and the sky was alive. And the Pacific Starlight train wasn't due until 11:45. Oops. I thought about how cold you must be. I thought about things I thought that I'd soon be forgetting. I thought of you up in Canada as the lightning storms lit up all downtown Reading. There were teenagers in mini trucks coming around every corner. Taste the adrenaline coming out through their skin. I came to a well-lit doorway, sheet music store. Saw my face in the glass, sat down in the doorway, and I settled in. I thought about how cold you must be. I thought about things I thought that I'd soon be forgetting. I thought of you up in Canada as the lightning storms lit up all downtown Reading. Okay, that was a frankly shit playing of that song. That was so bad, but I'm honestly just learning that. That was kind of a whim. Um, I feel like the melody of this song or the chord progression to me is just very. It just sounds very like it's very followable. Like. I don't know, something about that. It's just really. It's kind of a weird thing to point out, but that's like I don't know. It's just really cool to me. Also, the lyrics in the song, I was reading directly from the chord tab. I'm not gonna lie. It's just honestly like the positioning of the words is just so freaky, and there's literally it would actually take me like 2 more weeks if I was to get that right. Um, Also, I've never played this chord rhythm before. It's really weird to me. But I guess I'll talk about the song itself. That is something about his music that's really cool. His I just don't even understand like what his mind is so insane. Cause like where do you learn to play so weird? It's like nobody plays like this, so how do you just do that? Like he just like places his words in weird spots nobody would ever do. He has sentence structures that just don't make any sense. Like where did he even get them? it really makes me wonder what his inspirations are, honestly, because it's baffling to me. In recent years, honestly, I feel like Mountain Goats has like kind of like just become way less good. At least to me, I really love his early stuff because I feel like his early stuff is so potent with just like insane stuff. It feels like as artists become better, at least to me, they sort of become worse. Like they sort of lose what the original magic that they had. Um, and I feel like that really happened in the Mountain Goats, sadly. But I guess it's neither here nor there. This next song I want to play is Dance Music off his Sunset Tree album, which I think is his best album, even though it's one of his more recent ones. Kind of just like every song is good, like really good, basically. I think it's honestly one of the best albums of all time, but it's not like it. I'm weird with albums. I don't really like albums, to be honest, so it's like kind of an easy statement for me to make. Um, but either way, here it goes. I don't know if I know the song. Okay. I need to pull up the tab, man. This is bad. All right. Frick. All right, I'm on Johnson Avenue in San Luis Obispo, and I'm 5 years old or 6, maybe. An indication that there's something wrong with our new house. Tripped on the wire twice daily. I'm in the living room watching the Watergate hearings while my stepfather yells at my mother. Launches a glass across the room, straight at her head, and I dash upstairs to take cover, leaning close to my little record player on the floor. So this is what the volume knob's for. I listen to dance music, dance music. Okay, so look, I'm 17 years old, and the last best thing I've got going. And then the secret sickness starts to eat through you. What am I supposed to do? No, I'm knowing, so I'm running down your twisting alleyways. Find a few cul-de-sacs of my own. There's only one place this road ever ends up, and I don't wanna die alone. Let me down, let me down, let me down gently. Please come to get me, I'm listening to dance music, dance music. That was dangerous. That was dangerous. All right. um so um I guess what I like a lot about this song, which I just completely botched so hard, is that it's just like so quick and light, and I feel like the lyrics, it's honestly just like master writing, honestly. Like some of his other stuff is basically shit, but I love it. But this is just actually good, in my opinion. Um so like the okay, so look, I'm 17 years old, and you're the last best thing I've got going. But then the special secret sickness starts to eat through you. What am I supposed to do? No, I'm knowing, so I'm fighting down your twisting alleyways. So beautiful. Just like so like good, such good writing. That's the one thing about Mountain Goats, is that like, okay, his lyrics are goofy, his singing is goofy, but at the end of the day, his lyrics are actually really meaningful, and like there's a lot of thought put into it. Um, because I think at heart, more than a musician, I think he's a writer. I feel like that's what really gives his stuff like such an edge in a way. Um, but I honestly think like this. I feel like this song like unravels itself the more you listen to it. To me, um, in a way, I almost don't even want to spoil because it is just like I just feel like there's so much to it, especially in the context of the album. It is just beautiful stuff. Um, there is honestly one more song I wanted to play, but it's literally so impossible. I've been practicing it for like I'd say like 3 weeks. It's just really really hard. That's the thing. It's like he has like there's like almost nothing going on in his songs, but to actually execute them can be really freaking difficult, especially if you're not very good, especially if you don't know the chord pattern. Which that's been my big experience, like learning all this Mountain Goats stuff. Is that like I feel like I get to like experience a new kind of music for once because I'm always like I have a very particular style. It's easy to get stuck as an artist, as a musician. Um, you just kind of like learn what you're good at, and then you just keep doing it. And more than anything, I feel like it was just so good to get through this, to learn all this stuff because now I'm just like way more, I guess I'd say, well rounded as a musician. I kind of understand music theory from a different perspective because stuff I understand more is more like classical, and just like indie, I guess I would say. But like this whole like singer songwriter stuff, it was just a great way for me to I guess branch out. Um, and I don't know. This video itself is actually kind of an experiment in love, I guess. As a person, I'm extremely loveless, I guess, in a way that like I just don't know how to love anything. I have kind of a transient mind, and I guess in a moment I might love a person or a thing, but that love quickly fades, um, unilaterally and without fail. It's kind of just heartbreaking, honestly, because there's so many things that you feel like you find in life, and maybe you'd want to commit, you want to be there, but you just give up by some force of nature within your heart. Um, and I guess for me, saying I love the Mountain Goats and this is why, um, and I'll never give up on them because they're so cool, is meaningful to me, I guess. Um, and there's about 100 other songs I could show you to prove why they're the best band ever. But I have not learned that many of them. Still on the journey. So I guess I don't know what the closing thoughts are. Maybe um learn to love things because life is only so long. All right.